What if I told you there's a specific window of time, a crucial 72-hour period? It happens right before a major spiritual awakening. Most people miss it. They don't see the signs, they don't understand what's happening to them, and in the next few minutes you'll discover those exact signs. Plus, I'll reveal the ancient wisdom that explains this phenomenon. You'll finally understand those strange feelings. You'll know what they mean. And you'll be ready for your next awakening. Think about a time you felt a shift, a sudden clarity, or maybe a deep unease. Something changed, right? You couldn't quite put your finger on it, but you knew it was significant. That feeling, that subtle hum in the air, it's often the precursor. It's the universe whispering. It's preparing you. Ancient cultures understood this. They called it the liminal space, a threshold, a time between worlds. They saw it as a sacred time, a period of preparation. They built rituals around it. They respected this pre-awakening phase. Most people today, though, they're just confused. They think they're losing their minds, or they're just stressed. But it's much more than that. We're talking about a fundamental shift in consciousness. It's like your soul is getting ready to level up. Picture this. It's 2 a.m. Your bedroom is silent. The moonlight streams through your window. You're wide awake. Your thoughts are racing. Not about bills or work, but about the universe. About your purpose. You feel a strange energy. It's buzzing under your skin. You can't sleep. You feel both excited and a little scared. This is the first sign. The mind won't shut off. But it's not normal anxiety. It's a higher vibration. It's your consciousness expanding. You're starting to question everything. The reality you thought you knew. It's starting to feel thin, like a veil. Let's talk about Sarah from Austin, Texas. It was October 2019. She'd been feeling off for weeks. Then, one Tuesday evening, it intensified. She was in her living room. Suddenly, she felt an overwhelming sense of peace, but also a profound sadness. Tears streamed down her face. She didn't know why. She felt connected to everyone, to everything. It lasted for hours. She said it was like her heart cracked open. She couldn't explain it. But after that night, her perspective completely changed. She quit her corporate job. She started volunteering at an animal shelter. She found her true path. This was her 72-hour window. Stop. Think about this. Have you ever had a dream that felt incredibly real? So vivid you woke up feeling like you lived another life. Those aren't just random images. They can be messages. They can be glimpses. They can be part of this pre-awakening process. Your subconscious is trying to communicate. It's showing you what's coming, or what needs to be released. It's trying to prepare you. You're not crazy for thinking your dreams are important. They are. Ancient mystics used dreams for prophecy. They understood their power. They knew they were messages from a higher source. This is where things get interesting. Scientists accidentally discovered something profound. They were studying altered states of consciousness. They noticed that certain brainwave patterns, they appeared right before moments of sudden insight or intense intuition. These patterns were different. They were unique. It's like the brain was recalibrating, preparing for a new operating system. They called it the gamma wave burst. But it's more than just brain waves. It's a whole body experience. Your energy field is shifting. Your perception is sharpening. You start noticing things. Subtle energies. Synchronicities. You see patterns everywhere. Remember this detail, it'll be important later. This isn't about forcing an awakening, it's about recognizing the signs. It's about flowing with the energy. Trying to fight it only causes more distress. You just need to be aware. Be present. Observe what's happening within you. This is the hidden knowledge, the stuff they don't want you to know. Because an awakened person is powerful. They can't be controlled. They see through the illusion. Let's look at another case. Mark, a software engineer in Seattle, Washington. It was early 2021. He started experiencing intense déjà vu, not just once or twice. Multiple times a day, he'd walk into a room and feel like he'd been there before. He'd meet someone and feel he knew them intimately. He started doubting his sanity. He went to a doctor. They found nothing physically wrong. Then, he stumbled upon an online forum. People were describing similar experiences. They called it temporal distortion. Mark realized he wasn't alone. He learned that this intense déjà vu could be a sign that his timeline was shifting, or that he was accessing past life memories. Within a month, his career took a sharp turn. He left tech. He became a therapist specializing in past life regression. He found his calling. This was his awakening. You've probably felt this too. That fleeting moment, that sense of knowing something, without knowing how you know it. That's your intuition. It's your inner guidance system. And in this 72-hour window, it goes into overdrive. You might have gut feelings about people or situations. Trust them. They're usually right. Most people ignore their gut. They listen to logic or what others tell them. But your body already knows this. It's vibrating at a higher frequency. It's picking up on things your conscious mind can't process yet. This changes everything you thought you knew about intuition. It's not magic. It's a biological and energetic phenomenon. It's amplified during these awakening phases. They don't want you to know this because a person who trusts their intuition is unstoppable. They can't be easily manipulated. They can't be swayed by fear. They make their own choices. They follow their own truth. What if I told you that your senses are also changing? You might start noticing things more. Colors seem brighter. Sounds are clearer. You might even smell things that aren't there. Or taste phantom flavors. This is your perception expanding. It's like upgrading your senses. You're tuning into a wider spectrum of reality. It's not just about the five senses anymore. You're starting to perceive subtle energies. You might feel the energy of a room, or the emotions of people around you. Imagine you're walking through a crowded market. The air is thick with noise and smells, but suddenly you become aware of an invisible current, a flow of energy connecting everyone. You can feel the joy of one person, the anxiety of another, the excitement of a child. It's overwhelming at first. But then, you realize you can navigate it. You can choose what energy to focus on. This is what happens when your spiritual senses awaken. Let's dive into the evidence. Declassified government programs like Project Stargate explored psychic abilities. They documented cases of remote viewing, telekinesis, precognition. These weren't just theories. They were studied, tested, and the results were often undeniable, even if they tried to keep it secret. This shows that what we consider paranormal is actually just a part of human potential, a part that's often suppressed or hidden. This 72-hour window is when those abilities start to surface. Unbidden, uncontrolled. Consider the story of David from Denver, Colorado. It was the summer of 2018. He was going through a very difficult time. His business failed. His marriage was strained. He felt completely lost. Then, one night, he had a powerful vision. He saw himself standing on a mountaintop. He saw a golden light. It enveloped him. He felt an immense sense of love and belonging. He woke up feeling completely different. He couldn't shake the image. He felt compelled to find that mountaintop. He spent months researching. He eventually found a secluded peak in the Rockies. He went there, and as he stood on that summit, he felt the same energy, the same golden light. He realized the vision wasn't about a place, it was about an inner state. He found peace. He rebuilt his life. His awakening came after that vision. If you're still watching, you're probably sensing something deeper. You're connecting the dots. You're realizing you're not alone, and that these experiences are real. They are documented. They are part of a larger cosmic unfolding. This is the hidden pattern. The universe is communicating with you. It's preparing you for a shift, a quantum leap in your consciousness. You might also experience physical symptoms: unexplained fatigue, headaches, changes in appetite, or a sudden craving for certain foods, or aversions to others. This is your body adjusting. It's releasing old toxins. It's adapting to a higher vibrational frequency. Your DNA is literally upgrading. It's a profound biological process. But because it's not understood by mainstream science, people dismiss it. They think it's just illness. They don't realize it's transformation. This is the real secret. This physical upheaval is a sign of your spiritual evolution. It's your body making space for the new you. Ancient texts describe similar purification rites. They understood that a spiritual transformation required a physical one too. They knew the body was a temple, and it needed to be prepared. Stop. Let that sink in. The fatigue, the strange cravings, it's not a problem, it's a process. It's your body preparing for something incredible. You're shedding the old, making way for the new. This is the truth they don't want you to know. They want you to think you're sick. They want you to rely on external fixes, not on your own inner power. Now, let's talk about the biggest revelation, the core of this 72-hour window. It's about the loosening of your ego. Your ego is your sense of self, your personality, your identity. It's built on your experiences, your beliefs, your fears. During this pre-awakening phase, the ego starts to dissolve. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like you're losing yourself. But you're not. You're transcending limitations. You're realizing you are more than your thoughts, more than your emotions. You are pure consciousness. Ancient civilizations knew this. They had practices to dissolve the ego: meditation, fasting, certain sound frequencies. They understood that ego death was necessary for spiritual rebirth. They saw it as the ultimate liberation. Most people cling to their ego. They identify with their stories, their problems, their successes. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. The ego's grip loosens. This changes everything: your relationships, your career, your perception of reality itself. When the ego dissolves, you act from a place of love, not fear. You connect with others on a soul level. You stop seeking validation. You find it within yourself. This is the ultimate freedom. So, what can you do during this 72-hour window? How can you embrace it? Here are 3 practical steps. First, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your thoughts and feelings. Without judgment. Just observe. Notice the shifts. Notice the signs I've described. This awareness is key. It's like shining a light on the process. You can use simple breathing exercises or guided meditations. Find what works for you. Second, trust your intuition. Those gut feelings, those sudden insights, they are your inner compass. Listen to it. Even if it doesn't make logical sense, your intuition is connected to a higher intelligence. It knows the way. Don't second-guess yourself. If something feels right, follow it. If something feels wrong, step away. Third, embrace the discomfort. This process can be challenging. You might feel confused or scared. That's okay, it's part of the transformation. Remind yourself that this is temporary. It's a sign of growth. Seek support if you need it. Connect with like-minded people. Or talk to someone who understands. You are not alone on this journey. Remember that feeling of profound connection, that sense of unity? That's the goal. That's what happens when you move beyond the ego, when you fully embrace your spiritual nature. This isn't just a fleeting experience. It can become your new reality. You just need to be prepared. You need to recognize the signs. This information was almost lost, buried under layers of dogma and disbelief. But the veil is lifting. More and more people are waking up. They're remembering. They're realizing their true potential. You are part of this awakening. You are a catalyst for change. So what does this profound shift mean for humanity? It means we're moving towards a more conscious existence, a world built on love and understanding. It means we're reclaiming our innate spiritual power. We're remembering who we truly are. If you think that's incredible, wait until you discover what happens during the awakening itself. What are the signs that the 72-hour window has passed? What comes next? Because that's an even wilder ride. What if the entire concept of time is just an illusion, a construct of our limited perception? Ancient texts hint at this. They speak of a timeless realm, a place beyond past, present, and future. Could our spiritual awakenings be glimpses into that reality? A taste of eternity? You've seen the signs. You understand the process. You know what to do. Now, it's your turn to experience it, to embrace it, to become it. The universe is waiting. Are you ready?